Recently, a catastrophic flood affected Zhengzhou, Henan in mainland China. The flooding was propelled by historic excessive rainfall created by the combination of airflow throughout the western North Pacific subtropical high and tropical cyclones Sempaka and Infa. Many factors contribute to flooding, but a warming atmosphere caused by climate change makes extreme rainfall more likely. Part of the Yellow River Basin in China, Henan has several major river systems running through the province which are prone to flooding. This flood, created by torrential rain, officially killed 21 people in China's Hubei province. All over, it killed more than 300 people across the country's central region. But hopefully, China's The Three Gorges Dam, the world's largest hydropower project, has helped them to keep the casualties as minimal as possible. Chinese officials claim that the Three Gorges Dam has succeeded in performing a crucial role in intercepting floodwaters. Reportedly, the destruction of lives and structures could have been immeasurable without the dams. But in the near future, there is a lot to come. Are they enough to handle them? Hello everyone! Welcome to World of China. In today's video, we are talking about the recent catastrophic flood that took place in China and how did that happen despite proper prevention measures, and how much China has lessened the effect and casualties of flood with their engineering wonder, the Three Gorges Dam. Stay tuned with us and make sure you hit the subscribe button. Henan has experienced a rare and several rainfall of 624 mm, which smashed historical records and caused this catastrophic flood. It's the worst flooding to hit China in decades. More than 300 people have died or gone missing. 3.67 million residents have been displaced, and 54.8 million people have been affected, causing a devastating 144 billion yuan or $20.5 billion in economic losses. The flood started in the south in the Guangxi Zhuang region in Guizhou province in June. Heavy rains have since wreaked havoc across large swaths of the country, including Jiangxi province in the east, Anhui in the southeast, and Hubei in the center, with the emergency response for flood control raised to its highest level in some places. The effect and losses could be multiple times more than this. More people could have died, more casualties would have been added to the list of destruction. But according to the Chinese authorities, the Three Gorges Dam has played a potential role in this scenario. The dam's operator, China Three Gorges Corporation, told China's state news agency Xinhua that the dam has intercepted 18.2 billion cubic meters of potential floodwater. A Water Resources Ministry official told state-run newspaper China Youth Daily that the dam effectively decreased the speed and scale of water level rises on the middle and lower ranges of the Yangtze. Three Gorges Dam is the largest hydropower project ever made. When construction began in 1994, it was planned not only to generate electricity to propel China's breakneck economic growth, but also to tame China's longest river, shield millions of people from fatal floods, and as a symbol of technological prowess, become a searing point of national pride. This awe-inspiring structure is one of the few man-made structures on Earth that's visible to the naked eye from space, according to NASA. Completed in 2006, the body of the dam is immense. It's 181 meters or 607 feet tall and spans 2,335 meters or 1.45 miles across the Yangtze just before the deep, narrow valley gives way to plains. And then there's its accompanying hydropower plant, which was completed in 2012 and has a generating capacity of 22,500 megawatts, or more than 3 times the capacity of the Grand Coulee Dam, the largest in the United States. But it didn't quite work out that way. For a start, the whole project cost 200 billion yuan or $28.6 billion, took nearly 2 decades to build, and needed uprooting more than 1 million people along the Yangtze River. And while the government promised the dam would be able to protect communities around its immediate downstream against a once-in-a-century flood, according to the government's 1992 proposal, the top reason for building the dam wasn't power generation, but to prevent flooding, but its efficacy has frequently been questioned. In recent floods, it has successfully played its potential role in the first large flood of this year, with a capacity of 40,000 cubic meters per second, thanks to its accurate scientific predictions and construction. China has experienced one of the worst in more than 2 decades. For now, they've taken care of it. But the alarming news is there is a lot to come yet. From 1961 to 2018, there has been an escalation in extremely heavy rainfall issues in China, according to the China Climate Change Blue Book 2019. and since the mid-1990s, the rate of intense rainfall has raised dramatically. Over the past 60 years, the number of days of heavy rain has gone up by 3.9% a decade. Apart from the rainfall, human action has also contributed to the severity of floods in China. Fan Xiao, a geologist with the Sichuan Geology and Mineral Bureau, said decades of land restoration and dam building on nearby rivers had reduced the area and volume of Poyang Lake, the country's largest freshwater lake. Some 1,300 square kilometers of land was reclaimed there from 1954 to 1998, which made the surface area of the lake shrink from 5,160 square kilometer to 3,800 square kilometer, according to a study by University of Alabama geographer David Shankman. And while the association between climate change and intense weather in China may not have earned much official mention, it doesn't mean Chinese scientists haven't been studying the issue. A senior meteorologist with the Chinese Academy of Engineering, for example, has published a paper on the consequence of climate change on extreme torrential rains in Chinese megacities. It's not that Chinese leaders do not accept climate change as real. On the contrary, President Xi Jinping wants China, the world's largest emitter of greenhouse gases, to become a global leader in the climate crisis. Last year, he pledged to hit domestic peak emissions before 2030 and reach carbon neutrality by 2060, earning international appreciation. China's worst-known floods were in 1931, when more than 2 million people were killed. The flooding submerged an area the size of England and half of Scotland combined, affecting about 25 million people, or a tenth of the population at the time. Since the People's Republic of China was founded in 1949, there have been 2 catastrophic floods. The first was in the summer of 1954 along the Yangtze River, resulting in over 30,000 deaths and affecting 18 million people. The second was in 1998, again along the Yangtze, but also in the south and north of the country. It was the worst flooding in recent years, with more than 3,000 people killed, 15 million left homeless, and $24 billion in economic losses. But this year, torrential rains have largely affected the middle and lower ranges of the river, so the affected area is smaller. China is also working intensely on its flood defenses. After the disaster in 1998, Beijing increased its spending on flood defenses. China's investment in water resource infrastructure in the 5 years after 1998 was more than the total from 1949 to 1999. Reservoirs built on China's major rivers after 1998, including the huge Three Gorges Dam, had a key role in relieving flood pressure in the lower reaches of the Yangtze. However, specialists have doubled whether massive dams can effectively control flooding downstream, and the controversial Three Gorges Dam, built in 2006 to help tame the Yangtze, is again under inspection. Fan, the geologist from Sichuan, said the dam could partially intercept flooding upstream, but it had a limited effect on controlling floodwaters in the middle and lower reaches of the Yangtze. No dam, no matter how large it was, could prevent the worst floods from occurring. But we still don't know whether China's floods would have been better or worse without the dam. The fact is, the growing risks of human-caused climate change are worsening the risks of extreme rainfall events and floods, which makes it even more likely that dams like the Three Gorges will be unable to prevent the worst flooding from occurring in the future. And well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching the video. Give this video a big thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comment box. For more exciting videos, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. I'll be back with another exciting video soon. Till then, check out our channel for more exciting videos and stay tuned.